Good morning. How are you?
Peachy Keen. Is it Kathy? Your hair looks really good today.
It's still wet.
It always looks good.
Like it?
What's going on? Yeah, it's really pretty.
Thank
It
you.
really is. I like the length on you too. And your hair grows wicked fast. It grows
I
way
told
faster
you it
than mine.
does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy because with that much curl, like that's why this doesn't grow because it just sits here for forever, you know?
We're down to
Yeah, and you were shorter
there.
than me.
Oh yeah, I made it. We're about the same length, probably.
Yeah, but this took 3 years and yours took 6 months, so
Yeah, kind of.
therein lies the difference. So, well, how are you guys today? Well, Kay's working on getting a referral cranked out for me. Or
Well,
will
that's
Kay
awesome.
is getting the referral cranked out. Okay, so it'll be popping over any minute.
I went to the REIA anyway. I went to that
Good.
meeting last night. It was a crazy day, and I went hiking for the first time in I don't know how long. But at the RIA, we were doing a lot of talk about Airbnb and renting out rooms.
Uh-huh.
So there were 2 other people there that did that kind of thing routinely. So it was pretty interesting to listen to some of the stuff that they said.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's probably different everywhere in every county, every state, everything, but one of the things is one guy said that he did is that because there's shared spaces, like what I'm probably going to be doing. Well, I am going to be doing. He actually has a contractor come in and turn the living room area, that kind of space, into another room. He doesn't want shared space. So there's kitchen and there's dining room space, and that's it. And one of the other guys says when there's a living room, that's ends up being another bed because somebody's going to crash on the sofa, kind of thing. So instead of allowing that kind of situation, you just turn it into another room, put up a couple of walls, and you got another room, and you got another space that you're renting.
Right. Wow.
And it was, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I went to my RIA meeting last night, and we had a guy who was an Airbnb specialist out of Sacramento, California.
Cool.
And what he said that, he told us who to target, to do them. But he said you make 3 times the amount of money than you do with a regular rental, and with less hassle than the Airbnb if you do midterm rentals.
Oh,
and
yeah.
A midterm rental is 31 days or more. And that way, all the Airbnb regs for short stays go away. Does that help?
That's awesome. And
That's
that'd be really good for like traveling nurses and that kind of thing, because
he said to target. He said truck drivers. He said IT professionals that are traveling all over. He said depending on what's going on in your county, like he's from Sacramento, California. He said they were importing linemen and people to work on their infrastructure. Right. And if you know what's going on, and then of course traveling nurses, traveling doctors, and all that. But he said if you do 31 days. And he ran the numbers, and literally, he said typically for a regular rental, and I know you're doing Airbnb, but for a rental, you make between $100 and $200 a door. Mm-hmm. And he said by doing this, he showed us how you can make $800 to $900 a door.
Did you write all that down, Kay? Would you share it with me?
Yes, and I will give you his website and information.
Okay.
Awesome.
Especially in California, when they had all the fires through Central California, Central California, we brought in tons and tons and tons of people. And then also when I lived in the Bay Area, you can't get a hotel room Monday through Friday. You can only get a hotel room on the weekends because of IT. It's constant IT in all the hotel rooms Monday through Friday. IT conferences and everything else, it's all Monday through Friday. And when we first went down there, we were like, why is a hotel room cheaper on Saturday and Friday night? I mean, that makes no sense at all. And then we found out that's why. Good luck trying to get any hotel Monday through Friday. So,
here's the other thing he told us. He says, all you need to do is look at your market and put in like corporate rentals, and he had me do it for Sacramento, California. And he said, look at all the extended stays, the suites by Hilton, Marriott, etc. He said, it'll pop up what the rates are, and that's your rental rate, because they've already done all the research, and that's the target market they're going after. And you just do a little more than they are, and you can drop it down. But he also said that the IRS amount they give to these corporate travelers is $124. And so he said, if you can do it for less and your renters then can pocket the difference between what they get for housing and not, that you fill up before the hotels fill up. It was a very interesting presentation.
Can you get that guy's information over to Gary and tell Gary about him? It sounds like it'd be a perfect thing for our Monday Night Live.
Yeah, he was really good. His name was Al Williamson, Albert Williamson, out of Sacramento, California, and I've got his company name.
Yeah, it sounds really good. Well,
and Kate, I'm not stuck on just Airbnb. It's just easier to say that. I'm not looking at doing night by night.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'll tell you, I did that in these 3 and 4 night stays. By the time you pay the cleaning, even if I put in a big hefty cleaning deposit, and by the time it runs you ragged. So I really like the midterm rentals. I'm going to redo mine once summer's over, because I've already got it booked for the summer. But after that's over, I'm going to go midterm.
And remember, I wanted to talk to you. So when you're free, since I'm more open to you, can you reach out and give me a call?
Yes, ma'am. I will.
All right. Let's go quickly and let's hear some good news of who's got what going around, since we're 15 minutes in, and that's my fault for chatting so much too. But let's go quickly with good news. Who's got what?
I set another appointment.
Congrats, Bree. How long were you making phone calls? I'm looking at my yesterday to see what I have as good news. Ooh, I have good news. All right, go.
Yesterday, I didn't spend that much time making phone calls, maybe 35 minutes.
Wow. It used to take me, when I got really, really good at it, it was 2 hours to set an appointment.
Oh.
Yeah. See, your conversion rates are amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Who else has got some quick good news?
Oh, I got a contract accepted on a rent to own. Now I got to make sure that she can come up with the earnest money.
Love it. Congrats. I led a Hoodle webinar for the first time yesterday, and it felt clunky and awful, but it seems like we have some good people interested. And even better news is I'm like, this is crap. We need to go after teams. Teams and hire producers understand the concept, or agents who know the industry better or better educated. The new just they just don't get it, what you're talking about. You know what I mean? So it was really eye-opening.
So you got to set up another class prior to the real one to educate people.
Yeah, no, we're just going to go to a level. I'm going to take it to Honey Badgers group, and I'm going to talk to them about putting teams on, because everybody that had a team was like, how do I get the entire team package? But everybody that was brand new was like, I don't understand, and this doesn't work, and there's nothing in my area. And it's like, that's because you put it in your area. Well, why don't you do it all for me? Because then I would get all the leads. Well, but you mean I have to take, literally somebody said, do you mean I have to take pictures? I'm like, oh my God, mind blown. Yes, you have to work. So that's when I was like, this is ridiculous. Anyway, but the teams ones, they get it. So who else has got something good?
I have another showing on my lake house today.
Oh, you do?
Congrats.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Get her
Awesome.
sold, Craig. Get her sold.
Yeah, no
I'm
kidding.
trying.
All right,
This
Anna.
guy's
the price?
Oh, go ahead.
no, they didn't come off the price yet, but this guy, he sells probably between him and another team, they sell more on this lake than anyone else.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
I'll talk to him, and get some pointers and all of that stuff.
Do they do broker opens in that area?
Some, and I don't know how effective it would be in this lake community, in this gated community. So I have to talk to the HOA and all of that stuff to see if they allow it. I've not seen them in that community before.
Okay, forget it then. I had an idea that helps with price adjustments, but if that's not it works with broker open, so no, don't worry about it. All right.
Okay.
Anna, I saw you go off.
I'd love to hear what that idea is, Gina, if you don't mind sharing.
Oh, okay. The idea is that we have a broker's open and then you have a big, huge whiteboard and you say, what should this house be priced? Winner gets, closest winner to what it sells. What's this house going to sell for? Closest person gets, $20 gas card or whatever. And then you have 3 columns that roughly break down the price, and everyone takes their business card and either writes the name on the back or you attach it to a sticky and you stick it up on this board and you leave everything on this board, all these numbers on this board with all these stickies or business cards. And then you show your homeowner. Basically, agents are saying that you're listed at 750, but everyone's saying this house is going to sell for the average here is 714.
That's so cool. I love it. And you basically keep it until it actually sells and then you award the person. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's just kind of a
That's
fun
cool.
way to get it through their head. Like, oh, look, I've talked, another way to put it, if you don't want to show them the board, is I talked to 45 agents in this area yesterday. The consensus is going to go for, 7.25 or whatever.
Very cool. Very cool.
Thanks.
My kind of good news, I don't know. I'd love to get your take on it, guys. I applied to be a certified mentor. I don't know. Well, at least I figured for the people that I would bring on at the very least, because I'm helping so many agents that are not even at EXP at this point. I feel like might as well, because technically I'm mentoring them without the title. I don't know. What's your take on it, guys?
I'm a certified mentor. I don't have any mentees, but I haven't been working it. But if your people can request you, like they can go in and say, I don't have one, or they can go in and request you. And you might as well, if you're already helping them. And I think it's the first three
transactions.
3 transactions. And then it can be extended if it needs to be. So it's definitely, if you're already helping them, I don't see why not. And they have a portal. They have a, different modules that the mentees do.
Go through. Okay.
And you get access to it. Like you get to see their
Progress. Yeah. I just got that. I just don't know if it's worth the energy and the commitment.
If you're already doing it, getting the certification doesn't take much brain power. What does take
not the certification. I already did. That was super, super easy, very fast. It's more of
the
commitment to actually become an official mentor, as opposed to just someone who's doing it as a favor to someone. Because at this point,
they have the systems already set up, so it's not a lot of work.
Okay.
You throw them in the system, you look at their progress, you answer their questions. Most mentors are probably not doing half of what you're already doing.
Oh my gosh, you are not kidding.
Yeah.
Because literally they're like glorified transaction people. They're not really helping them with the business. So you're already going above and beyond.
They're not. And there's so many complaints about mentors. My mentor said that they would do all this stuff and they never did any of it. That's huge. I'll tell you what, the first transaction is there's going to be a million questions. It just is. And then the second, a little less, and the third, a little bit less. Unless one's the first 2 are sales and the next one's a listing. And then you've got, a high level of questions again. And then I think it's really kind of a person by person. Like some people just really need their hands held. And some people are like, let me run, and you're like, whoa, hang on. Do this first, you let him go. I like this one a little bit better because it just works better with me than can you hold my hand through everything? I'm like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
So, but feel free to, if this is an avenue you're going to do, like Steele, on my website, I have like a listing appointment. I have the whole entire thing documented. Like I have all of it. And if that's not on the mentor page, like I had someone I coach who was like, hey, I have a listing appointment. And I don't remember when it was, but it was right away. And can you do you have time to, spend an hour with me going through this? And no, I didn't. And it was last flip a minute. So I just said, hey, look, here it is. Here's the whole entire thing. Read through this. Let me know if you have any questions. And then the pricing one, obviously, the KV Core, you could tell them, for your CMAs, click here, click here, click here, click here, click here. Yeah, so stuff like that, as you're working through it, just document it so you've got it all in one place so that you can literally send that stuff up. I sent her a text with the whole listing appointment on it, all of it.
Wow.
Yeah, and not that the EXP mentor thing is all that. Gina's and the team's documents are a lot more substantial. The ones through EXP are very cursory, but
they have it too.
You may develop your own kind of training program for your, because you're doing a team, right?
Yeah, I definitely want to start a team. I'm realizing I took a very big bite of the bigger pockets thing, and I'm losing all of them because I just literally don't have enough time in the day. I had hired a full-time VA. I don't know if it was probably not the right fit or if I need more help. I have no idea yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. They changed
Anna,
the VA. Yes, love.
do you know how to tell if the person's talent or not?
Talent?
Yes, if your VA, you said you don't know if the VA is the right person or not. One of the things I go through is this person, one of the first things I go through is, did I do a fair shot by training them? Is this a training issue? It's my fault. But then the second thing I look at is this person talent? And if the person's talent, it's probably me. Maybe it's just not a good fit personality wise, but usually talent and I would say the same thing for you because of how you're wired and driven, we're a really good match. Non-talented are never a good match. Do you know how to tell the difference?
What's a talent?
A talented person, talent. It's more than skills. It's skills. It's also, but it's not even skills. No, it's a willingness to learn, and honesty, and openness, ethical behavior. And when the job is done that they have on their plate, they're like, where's more? I'm done. I need more. They push.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. Yes.
I'm going to find a doc that you are going to love. Talent
Okay,
versus
awesome.
non-talent. Let me see if I can find, here's one right here. Okay, hang on. Let me share my screen.
I love you. Thank you.
Oh, this might help you a lot. Okay, it's right here in this part. So talent has to be pushed to want answers. Talent, non-talent, talent pushes for solutions. Talent does not fulfill they give you back your job. Talent shares your goals because it fulfills theirs also. Talent doesn't know what they want, doesn't know what they're searching for. Talent knows what they want. Talent requires you to push them. Sorry, non-talent requires you to push them. Talent pushes you constantly. When they're pushing you, Ava pushes me. I'm like, crap, I have to keep her busy. Hang on. She pushes me. They don't know where the bar is for non-talent. Talent, non-talent will try and emulate talent by trying to talk the talk, but they don't really have it in them. And they take energy, they suck energy out of you. Talent focuses their talk on the language of challenge and achievement, and they want to be associated with other talent. Now, so this was just, let me drop this Google search into the, let me stop sharing, into the chat bar. I just ran it seriously just ran a talent versus non-talent search to grab that. But I was going to say something and I lost it. Completely lost it. Oh, well. If they're not talent, and you'll know within 3 weeks to 3 months, tops, if that person's not talent, let them go. Just let them go. If they are talent, then I start looking at, okay, if this isn't the home for you, maybe it's me and I haven't trained you, or maybe I have you in the wrong seat of the bus. Maybe that's what's going on. And really you're very talented, but this is the seat for you on the bus. But if you're non-talent, you're non-talent, and you cannot make non-talent talent.
It's not a trainable thing, huh?
Yeah, it's not, that's why I never give a crap about skills. I could care less what your skills are. I mean, do you have enough knowledge of the computer? You know what I mean? Can you
Mhm.
type enough? But other than that, I don't care. I'll teach you all that stuff. I cannot teach you ethics, customer service, wanting to strive, wanting to grow, wanting to learn. I can't teach you any of that.
Mhm.
So that's why I
You
was,
are amazing. I love you. You're always, always on the dot. And you're 100% correct. Now I know for sure it's not me. Okay. Thank you.
person. You're
It definitely
welcome.
was the wrong fit. But yeah, I really need a team, guys. I really, really need a team
Oh,
because I have a lot of leads coming through. I don't have people to defer them to. Kay, would you be interested in taking on some of the people that are coming through Bigger Pockets?
I would love to work with you. Absolutely.
Okay, let's do it. I have so many that I literally can't even get to.
I know we have some
I
new
just
people.
can't. What, love?
I'm sorry. I know we have some people in Texas now too. Some other,
Yeah.
I don't know how close they are to you.
yeah, big.
I think Kay's the closest one.
Okay, is
There's,
too.
We're in San
yeah,
Antonio.
Right.
I
Kay
would
and
love to.
Canoe,
Let's get
basically.
together and talk about it.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then
I'd
Anna,
be happy to. Yes, love.
you have 100% of my support, and you can steal anything of mine you want to steal. And I
I
mean,
love
flat
you.
out steal it. So
I
whatever
love
it is
you.
you
I
want,
appreciate you.
yeah, when you get ready to build out that side of it, like it's a
Mhm.
crunch, you can have all of it.
You're the
Anna, so
best.
Bigger Pockets has pay is like good.
Oh my God, I have so many leads coming through. I literally am like, oh shit, another one. And that's literally my reaction now because I'm just like, I don't have enough time in the day, Bree, to handle all of it. It
Well,
I've
Anna,
noticed. Mhm.
I'm thinking the same thing. And I was, I've got a great VA, and she asked me the other day, is it okay if I use an automatic campaign from KV Core on this? I said, yes, run for it. But I want a human being that can help me just screen and go through phone calls. So, I'd be
Mhm.
happy to, I don't know if we
You
could
know,
hire somebody together or share it
and
or whatever, but
another
Yeah.
avenue, for you also might be going through the loops to get an Indeed post up. And by the way, there are definite hoops to getting an Indeed ad posted up. But if you had an Indeed ad, like you could look at Gary's, you could look at mine, you could look at whoever else is out there. Mine, by the way, I redid my ad I did a 180 from Gary's ad. I used ChatGPT and I'm getting really good responses off of it. However, I just posted it, so I don't know if the really good responses will work into, really good hires. But if you had that, plus I have leads,
Mhm.
guaranteed leads,
I have a
you would
lot. Yeah.
probably get a ton of people that would come through that ad.
Anna, what's your number?
210-998-7733.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a call later if that's okay.
Yeah, of course, anytime.
All right.
Yeah, Gina, I think I really, really want that. I really, really need that. Would you be able to send me the ad copy that's been working for you on Indeed?
Yeah, Gary can send you his also, and then I'll send you
Okay.
a new one that I rewrote up. And
Which one's more effective? Yours or his?
Gary's running, I think 7 ads on Indeed, and he's getting a steady stream of people in, and his all focuses in on investing. And so he's
Mm,
being able to get that group. I am not focusing in on investing, so my ad looks completely different. I have 4 up. I just put a 5th one up yesterday. I have one, the Virginia one, dead. I've never gotten one response off of it. I do not know what the hell the problem is with that. I take it back. I only got one response. I just rewrote the ad for the new one that I just released. I put one up in Houston, and I have like 4 or 5 responses off of it, but we're in the very beginning stages because I just released it. So I've got some good response off of it, but I don't know. I'm not going to count that as anything until I actually get them hired. And then once
mhm.
hired, then I'm like, okay, then I'm going to call it effective. But I will totally pull my ad for you and drop it down here in the in the
Thank
box.
you so much,
Yeah,
love.
but yeah, you're totally welcome. Do know that, like I said, there are hoops and jumps that you need to run. Indeed will put you through stuff. All the trick is whatever they ask for, as soon as they ask for it, just get it to them. And they'll run you through a bunch of hoops. And then if you're just fast at responding, they'll turn you through really quickly and you won't have to go through the hell I went through. And why am I a black screen? There we go. All right, let's run through this. Job description, here we go. Control A, Control C, and dump into chat. All right, Control V. There you go. It's not formatted, but it gets you the copy of it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it.
You are
Like,
very
yeah, hey, I'd love to, I'd be happy to. I mean, in the meantime, while I'm working to build the team, it's probably going to take some time. I'd love to bounce off some of these people to you. Gnu, she's great, but she's still getting into the investor lingo. So she's not very comfortable with majority of the types of conversations that I have with the bigger pockets guys, because most of them that are coming in, they're not just newbies entering the investment world. They're speaking investor lingo that she's still learning. So yeah, I'd love to get help.
very cool.
I
Very,
love
very
you.
cool.
Thank you for everything.
I love this group too. I really do. I was doing my webinar yesterday and when I got done, I was like, ugh. And Ron's like, why? And I'm like, because they don't talk. I'm like, remember when this group first started, like it was really quiet also. And I'm like, but everybody talks now. It's awesome. I like, that's the part that I love is the conversations, you know?
But you started that by making us do good news every morning.
Yeah, you did that, Gina. You
It's
did
my
that.
fault.
Really?
Well, cool, because that's what I really love. And it's this. It's Airbnb and midterm rentals, and I need a team and I have leads and this is what's working and all that good stuff. So let's circle around to Liz. We've not heard from you, and then let's circle off for the day.
Hi, hello. Good
Hi.
news. Good to hear all the good news from everybody today. I have 2 appointments set, one for Friday, one for Monday, and I think that's it right now. Bree, I do have another request from you, if you could. Do you have that? If you have the contact for the Operation Hope person, I'm having a hard time
Yes,
with those
I
people.
do. I'll text it to you right now.
Wonderful. I know one of the people that I'm going to be talking to. I want to let her know about that program.
All right. Thank you. I'm sorry, I forgot.
No worries. Thanks, doll.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay, you all. Massively appreciate and love you. You guys bless every single one of my mornings, and it just starts it off so wonderfully. And I just can't say thank you enough. So go have amazing days. Keep on doing the fabulous work that you're doing. Look at the success. It's very cool. So keep on keeping on.
Yeah, I love you guys too.
Bye.
So, thanks, guys.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
one, guys.